Но начинается серия немного с грустных историй. Вот здесь, помнишь, в прошлой серии я показывал, была зона, тоже нужно найти человека. Вот я нашел в сарае, там одна женщина, это на запись не попало. И там сидела женщина в сарае, и она говорит, я не могу сбежать, потому что там алкаш какой-то, половец, который набухался, он типа походу пьяный, можешь с ним разобраться? Ну, я разобрался с ним до этого, я увидел его и в голову ему выстрелил, и все. Вот и сказал ей, что я разобрался с... Или я разобралась с этим ублюдком, поэтому можешь валить отсюда. Ну и все, она убежала. И я бегу теперь, как видишь, вот сюда. Что ты там нашел? По-любому какой-то сундук. Опять. Но я знаю, что он нашел какую-то фигню, потому что я на самом деле здесь уже бегал. И я это все выполнял. Просто случайно выключился свет и все улетело. Да, я уже прошел. На самом деле это дополнение. Вот. Колчан, стрелы поломанные, воловский шлем. Павлену ищет. Маруш.
Are you mad, shouting like that?
Well, I have to find Pavlena. She got lost when we were running in the night.
It's still not safe here. Shouting like that is asking for trouble.
But I have to find her. I can't leave without her. Will you help me?
Где ты ее в последний раз видел?
Where did you see her last?
In the woods here. We were hiding from those demons. I didn't think
На заднем
they'd come
фоне
here, but
посмотри.
when it was getting dark,
Над правым плечом
they found
чувака.
us. They came upon
Кабан
us from
ходит.
behind. I think we surprised them as much as they did us. We
Ходил.
started to run and it was horrible. One arrow missed me by a hair. I thought I was done for. I ran and then I found myself alone. I lost those bastards, but Pavlena too. I have to find her.
Как она выглядела?
What was Pavlina wearing?
The same as always. A blue dress and she had a scarf on her head.
Да бесполезно это, уходи.
Listen, Pavlina surely escaped. There's no point in risking your life looking for her. You think she's been hiding
Ну
out here
понятно.
all night? Why on earth would she do anything so foolish?
No! She'd be looking for me, definitely. Or something could have happened to her. I've got to make sure, damn it.
Тихо, тихо.
About
Так громко кричать опасно.
You should keep your voice down. There could still be cutthroats within earshot.
But I've got to find Pavlena. I've got to help her.
Дебил. Но на самом деле я ее нашел очень быстро. Я посмотрел, такой, просвистело, что-то там у него где-то над духом. Ну и я такой, ладно, может быть она в этом направлении, куда стрела указывает. И я бежал, только в прошлый раз не было кабанов. Вот.
This must be that Pavlina that Maros was looking for. Dead. I should go and tell him.
Грустненько.
About Pavlina.
А павлине? Я нашла ее.
I found her.
You did? Where? Why isn't she with you?
Мне жаль, но она умерла. И она убежала. Не, скажу, что умерла.
I'm sorry, but she's dead. They must have caught up with her when they were chasing you.
Oh, no. My Pavlena. I should never have left her like that. I thought she was right behind me. Jesus, what am I going to do?
You should flee and save yourself at least.
I don't know what to do now. Where can I go?
Go to Tomberg and tell them everything. Sir Divish will send help and and then we'll come back and bury our loved ones. I promise.
All right. What about you?
I'll keep looking around for other survivors.
If I had half your courage, Pavlena might still be alive. Oh God, take this. Maybe you'll come across someone who needs it. God be with you.
Угу, 2 повязки, спасибо. И, конечно же, что? Ты посмеялся, да, наверное? С того, что, блин, ну как же так? Вот он ее искал вообще, там 10 метров в лес пробежал и нашел ее. Ходит, орет. Ну хотя бы ее подальше бы положили, чтобы смешно так не было. Ну, короче, разрыв происходящего, да. Но ты увидишь. Там потом будет еще в конце интересный смешной момент, который, ну, просто разрывает происходящее, когда я играю, и в касценах. Чувак, ты всех порубил? Это поехавший лесоруб.
Julian? Is it you? Don't be afraid. It's me, Teresa. Are you all right?
Everywhere. They're everywhere. Where is it? Where is it?
Ты лесоруб?
You're one of the woodcutters, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. Cutter. Where is it? Quick! They're everywhere!
Julian, you're not making any sense.
Что ты ищешь?
Where's what? I don't understand you.
Cutter! Woodcutter! They're everywhere! I need it!
Oh my god.
Что случилось?
What happened here? Did anyone else survive?
They came from everywhere, everywhere. Where is it?
How did you survive? You were left here amongst all these bodies?
Everywhere.
Ты должен уйти.
You've got to get out of here, Julian. Pull yourself together.
No. They're everywhere. Cutter!
Они найдут тебя, если ты не убежишь.
Listen.
Вряд
If
ли
you stay
сработает.
here, they might come back and kill you. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No! Cutter! Where is it?
This is going nowhere.
Возьми себя в руки.
Listen to me and listen well. A short while ago they killed my little brother, and before that, Pa and Stebor. I'm not going to let anyone else get killed if I can help it. So for Christ's sake, pull yourself together and get out of here before I slap some sense into you.
I can't. They're everywhere. I can't go without it.
You asked for it, Julian.
На что напросился? Нужно попробовать по-другому.
This is hopeless. How am I going to get through to you?
На самом деле, ну да, он сошел с ума от того, что видишь, что произошло. Его топор. Катер. Руб. Леса. Руб.
Julian,
На. Вот твой топор.
here's your axe. That's what you were looking for, right? Now you'll be safe.
Cutter! Yes. My cutter!
Good, Julian. And now, get to Tomberg. The others are already on the way there. Run like the devil and don't look back.
Talmberg! Yes!
Все. И здесь опять же ничего интересного. Будет следующий. Возле той хижины, где я когда-то сидел. Как его? Самуэль? Самуэль.
Fuck it. I won't budge. If only I hadn't lost that damn key.
Станислав.
Master Potter? What in the name of God are you doing here?
I'm trying to get into my goddamn house.
What for? You ought to flee like everyone else.
I've got coin hidden there. I'm not going to just walk off and leave it. Listen, maybe you can help me. I've heard you mill people know how to deal with these kind of things.
Да. Вы намекаете, что я воровка?
What are you implying? That I'm a thief?
Come now, don't play the innocent. We all know your father is no saint. You must have learned some secrets of the trade from him, no?
My father is dead.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, lass. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
У вас нет ключа?
Why can't you unlock the door? Don't you have the key?
Of course I do. That is, I did, but I lost it. I was bringing firewood from the woods. Just as I got to the footbridge, I saw that huge army. I dropped everything and ran home as fast as I could. I must have dropped that blasted key on the way.
Ну и как вы выжили?
How did you manage to survive?
I hid out on top of the haystack until morning. Those heathens were sniffing around, but something disturbed them and they ran to the village.
Вы должны уходить, здесь опасно.
It's still not safe here. Coin is no use to a dead man. You ought to flee to Tomberg while you can.
And leave my life savings to pillagers and footpads? Not a chance.
Ну и где потеряли ключ?
Where do you think you might have dropped the key?
I'm not sure. It must have been somewhere along the path from the woods. After I passed the footbridge, I was carrying firewood when the raid started. I dropped everything and ran. The key must have fallen on the way.
Ладно, помогу.
All right. I'll try and get that coin for you, but I can't promise anything. Where is it hidden?
This damn door is as solid as a rock. All right, once you get inside, go to the pantry on the left. There's a sack of apples in there, and the purse is hidden right at the bottom of it. Get it and bring it to me. Meanwhile, I'll keep watch here.
Может быть, есть вариант пойти и подобрать ключ? Но я, естественно, этого делать не буду. Сначала надо
If only I hadn't lost that damn key.
дождаться, когда он отойдет. И можно разобраться с этим замком. Что-то там возмущается, типа ты в дверь взломал, но на самом деле сам попросил. Здесь ничего особенного нет. Можно вот ломануть. Еще один замочек. $7. Но эти деньги не нужны, скоро заканчиваются. Там вообще пусто в той комнате справа. А здесь
My,
кошель.
there really is a purse full of groschen here. And a pretty heavy one, too.
И вот сюрприз. Слышишь голос? Бандос. Ты видишь, стрела от башки отлетела. Да, опять я промахнулся. Что в прошлый раз, что в этот. В очко аж испачкалось, видишь? Перемотай. А, это повредилось. Типа обосрался, показалось. Нормально так прилетело, да, мне прям по башке. В прошлый раз то же самое было. И в прошлый раз также от капюшона. Прикинь? Стрела от капюшона. Отлетела. Да уж.
My God Almighty. With all the horror that's going on, he wouldn't have thought twice about killing us on account of money.
People can be swine. They see a corpse and come swooping down like carrion crows. You shouldn't feel bad about it. He got what he deserved.
Take the money. Take it and go to Tomberg. Warn them there and tell them to send help. I'll have a look around the village for survivors.
I'll do that. Take care of yourself, Teresa.
Интересно, кто первый расскажет из Тальнберга про то, что сюда нужно идти? Потому что они очень медленно перемещаются, и кому я помог первому, очень мало времени прошло для того, чтобы добраться туда вот таким хотя бы бегом. Однако же ты сейчас увидишь, насколько быстро. Ну да, собственно, видишь, выполнил все. Насколько быстро мы увидим, что подмога приближается. Все, я думаю, прямо вот сейчас вот это и будет тот момент, когда мы поможем Генри или Индрджиху. Все разрушено, уничтожено. Обобрать можно было бы. Но не успел.
Tinker, no. Come here.
Fuck off! Go on, go on, go on, go! Fuck's sake!
Ну и ты понял, да, о чем я говорил? Тебе как игроку дают лук, тебе дают это, то, сё. В сюжетном... в сюжетной кат-сцене она какая-то плаксивая девчонка, которая взвалила, не желая этого, огромный груз происходящего. Так это не только один момент. Ты смотри, из этого вытекает следующая проблема. Заметил выражение лица?
Henry? Right, all sons.
Понял? То есть произошедшее,
I've had just about enough of you.
она стала теперь сыта по горло. А до этого что происходило? Ну то есть на этом прям построен сюжет. Козаёбы. Ну то есть на этом все построено, дальнейшее развитие.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You've been through it yourself. I know you understand.
А это жесткий косяк, как Варга это допустил? Типа, о, там великий сценарист, там что-то мафию написал. Да там, я в нее давно играл, но мне кажется, там сплошь и рядом такое тоже будет. Хотя не факт. Так, я хотел бы кое о чем спросить.
There's something else I'd like to ask.
Помнишь, как мы упражнялись с мечами?
Remember how we were sword fighting together? The next morning, Ma scolded me on account of that scratch on my hand.
Oh dear. Sorry about that.
That's all water under the bridge now. I never told her it was you who did it. I just wish you could have covered my back too. She was angry that I was at sword training instead of working in the forge. And she said you told her.
А я разве рассказывал? Не помню. О серебре.
Your pa and Stebor were really stealing from the royal mines. Jesus.
I don't think even Fritz and Matthew would take that kind of chance. And there's not much that pair won't do for an easy groschen.
Yeah. In a way, I can understand that Pa did it for us, but it was really irresponsible. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I won't, I promise. So what happened to the silver?
Pa handed it over, as always, to that slimy fellow, and he took it away. What happened to it then, I don't know.
И что насчет Фейфара?
Your pa really wanted to marry you off to Master Tobias?
Yes. Can you believe it?
And have you spoken to Master Fayfar since the raid?
I haven't. Either he's lost interest, or he's forgotten about me. Not that I'm complaining. Uncle Peshek would be happy to marry me off too, especially if there was something in it for him. I'm glad that's in the past.
Aye, I don't blame you.
Насчет игральной кости Матея.
So Йоханка and Matthias finally got together. Well, if it hadn't been for everything that happened afterwards, who knows? They could be headed for the altar. But that little intrigue with the dice, I never thought you'd stoop to stealing.
It was all in a good cause. Yоханka would never have plucked up the courage to talk to him otherwise. And in the end, her harebrained scheme actually worked. Who knows? Maybe the two of them will get together again.
О том, как вы с Бланкой ходили в лес.
Bianca told me something about your little expedition to the woods.
Ты действительно видела волка?
You really ran into a wolf. I thought Bianca must have been imagining things.
Not exactly. It was actually a wild dog, but Pa used to say those are even worse than wolves.
It's a good thing you were there with Bianca.
Поэтому в этом мире ни собак нормальных, одни дикие, которые реально представляют угрозу, и волков вообще нет. Так. Ей очень нравилось это кольцо, которое в гнезде нашли.
She was flaunting that ring all day. I was worried for a while that she had some other suitor who gave it to her.
No. Unless you can count a magpie.
Какая ты храбрая, ты помогла выжившим.
Going back to help the survivors. That was very brave of you. When I went back to Skalitz, I met no one but footpads and cutthroats. If you hadn't come along, I doubt I'd be here to tell the tale.
You know what our parish priest always used to say? Without Christian charity, we'd all soon be dead. I couldn't just leave you all to your fate, could I? Any good Christian would have done the same.
Well, I'm not so sure. Not everyone has your courage.
А собаку собственную загубила. Ты вернулась, чтобы похоронить родных?
Did you go back to Skalitz again? To bury your pa and your brothers?
Yes, along with some more of our neighbours. We had an escort from the retired garrison, with Sir Hanish's kind permission.
Where are they buried?
Sammy's buried near the mines. He didn't like the mines. But his grave is on the hill, where I used to meet him for lunch. He loved it there. I know it's not consecrated ground. But what could I do?
God will understand. I buried Ma and Pa under the linden tree by our house. It's what they would have wanted.
Yes. Father and Stibor are buried in the churchyard in Rovna.
Once things settle, we'll be able to go back and pay our respects. And get the priest to bless their graves.
Это все, спасибо, что рассказала мне об этом.
I have no more questions.
Это все?
Thank you for telling me about everything, Teresa. I know it isn't easy to talk about.
It helped to talk to someone who knows what it's like. Thank you. I'm glad you came out of it in one piece.
Yeah, so am I. And I'm glad you did too.
By the way, Henry, I have something for you. The soldiers gave it to me when we brought you from Skalitz. I meant to give it to you earlier, but, you know, it belonged to one of the Skalitz garrison. They wanted me to have it for being brave, but I hope I'll never have use for such a thing.
Oh? How come? What is it?
It's a shield with the Skalitz crest. I'd like you to have it, to protect you, and as a keepsake from home.
Sure. Thanks, Teresa.
Классно, да? Передали.
Thanks for everything.
Скалецкий щит. По статистике, по параметрам, он хуже, чем мой, который с прорезью. Ну и вот так вот он выглядит. Такой себе. Ты еще, кстати, можешь понаблюдать, что нарисовано здесь, а что нарисовано там. Ну, то есть, такое ощущение, будто даже не проработали его. Может, это косяк какой-то. Вот так и закончилась история Терезы. Теперь нужно завершить историю Йоханки. Эдит, смотри. Давай.
Welcome, Henry.
Да-да-да.
How are you getting on?
Oh, better. A little, at least. There's less wounded than there was. Some got better. But there are more and more people in need of treatment. Someone gets kicked by a horse, someone eats something bad, another can't sleep or has the ague. Everyone's got a problem, and it feels like I'm the only one in the whole world who's able to help them. And Matthias, he worries me most of all. Brother Nicodemus helped me to move him here after what happened in Merhoyed. But he's still lying in a fever, and nothing seems to help.
I'm sorry to hear it. To be honest, you look all done in.
I know. I'm constantly on my feet, and when I get a chance to rest for a while, I don't sleep well. I keep having peculiar dreams and waking up. I get up in the morning feeling like I haven't slept at all.
Принес тебе кое-что для больных.
I brought you something.
That's sweet of you. What is it?
А что это? А, немного мяса. У меня нет мяса.
I've got quite a bit of meat. More than I can eat myself. I thought you might be able to use it.
Хватит?
That won't go very far.
А что не так с Матеем?
What's wrong with Matthias?
As I said, his wound isn't healing, and he has a constant fever. Me and Brother Nicodemus are at a loss. We tried everything we could think of. I pray every night to Our Lady to heal him. If only he'd get better.
Ah, poor Matthias. After all he's been through. I'll pray for him too.
Ага, когда, если я тобой играю? Давай. Денег дам.
I've got a bit of spare coin, and I was thinking maybe you could use it.
We certainly could. That would be a great help.
Заулыбалась как. На тебе 360.
I'd like to give you 360 groschen.
Thanks, Henry. You're an angel.
Не за что. Сонное снадобье.
You know, I could get you some potion to help calm you down so you can sleep.
Thanks. But there's no point in it. Brother Nicodemus already tried and it didn't help.
Oh, I see.
Да он просто не умеет варить. Ладно, странные сны.
What do you mean? Peculiar dreams?
Ай-яй-яй,
Same
ясные
one.
дни.
Over and over. In it, the Virgin Mary appears to me.
The Blessed Virgin? Really?
Really, she looks just like in the painting over the altar in Sasau Church. I always dream that I'm back in Scarlet's again. Like before. Before everything.
I understand.
I'm standing at the foot of the hill, with the castle behind me, by the walkway leading to the ore-washing tanks, near the woods. Uncle used to work there. I'm bringing him some food, going towards the pond. Then everything suddenly goes dark. I carry on uphill, along the stone channel up to the mouth of a huge cave. I go inside and the darkness surrounds me. But I keep going, and then I see sitting there in the dark
Who? Who do you see?
the devil. He scowls at me with these horrible eyes. Then everything becomes engulfed in flames, and I try to flee from them. I run through the cave, but I can't find the way out. I can hear the devil behind me laughing horribly. When I can run no longer, I stop, and the flames catch up with me, and then I die. Then I wake up, still feeling the heat of the flames, and I can't get back to sleep again. All I can do is kneel by my bed and pray until morning.
Что там насчет Девы Марии?
You said something about the Virgin Mary?
Yes, she's always there with me until it goes dark. She goes to the cave with me, but she doesn't go inside.
А тебе это снится каждую ночь?
And you have that same dream every night?
Night after night. It started some time ago and it never ends.
Ты рассказывала кому-нибудь об этом?
Have you told anyone about it?
No. No one at all, except for you. I was afraid people would think I was losing my mind.
Right. Well, it does sound a bit, you know, mad.
I know. Sometimes I think so myself. But then, when the dream keeps coming back, I think it must mean something.
Это всего лишь плохой сон. Я думаю, ты права.
You're right. That's no ordinary dream you're talking about.
Exactly. I'm glad you don't think I'm mad. I was thinking, you know, that maybe I should go there, but the truth is, I'm afraid. And anyway, I can't leave here. So, I was wondering, since you're here, whether you wouldn't go there and have a look around for me. You're able to take care of yourself. After all, you've been in battle.
Хорошо, я это сделаю.
All right. If it means you'll be able to sleep peacefully again, I'll go there, but what exactly do you want me to do there?
I don't know. Just go there and see if there's anything weird there, and then come and tell me.
Of course. Take care of yourself, and I hope things get better. With you and Matthias and everything.
Thanks, Henry.
Вот такой вот квестик. Инфернальный сон Мадонны из Сазавы. Так. Если я хочу найти эту пещеру, нужно начать оттуда, откуда предложила Йоханка. Мне нужно найти возле замка скалицы мостки, которые приведут к водокачкам у леса. Водокачки у леса, ну это явно где-то здесь. Тут больше ничего нет. Какие водокачки?
Йоханка mentioned some stony watercourse. There was a stream here that supplied those ponds. It must be nearby.
Впадающие в пруды. Понятно. Вот она. Куча ворон сидела.
Oh, Christ, poor wretch. No doubt he wanted to raise the alarm about the raid on Skalitz, but those bastards got him. Well, this is it. I thought it was supposed to be a big cave. Oh, maybe it's bigger on the inside.
А где огонь? Че, факел сломался? О, появился огонь. Так, ну и...
Jesus, something stinks here.
Ага, воняет уже.
Oh, fuck. He looks like he was well healed, judging from what's left of him. Maybe a merchant who took a shortcut this way to avoid paying customs? How in Christ's name did they get here? A shaft leading to the surface. Maybe someone threw those people down here. A Skalitz Waffenrock. Maybe Sir Radzig sent someone here to check on things. That didn't turn out too well. Looks like a human, judging by the kaftan. Poetic justice. Poor wretch. What did he do to deserve such a fate? Jesus Christ. He was only a boy.
Ну да. Кто-нибудь добавил сюда детей? Ну, почти. Исследуй вход в шахту. Эти трупы не могли попасть сюда сами собой. Может, кто-то их принес. Но, скорее всего, они упали в шахту. Или же их столкнули. Нужно пройти дальше, посмотреть, что находится сверху.
Damn it, I wish I was able to swim.
Да. Умел бы ты плавать. Нашел. Вот там внизу. Это шахта. Вот ориентир. И за ней...
Blood. A lot of it. And it's been here quite a while. Something's very fishy here. It looks like the blood leads to that hut.
Прям так намазано, будь здоров. Людям настолько было в то время насрать. О, сидит кто-то. Что просто все в кровище, а им похер.
That's odd. It looks like someone is living here. This is very fishy. All those corpses down below.
Нарушаю закон. С какой-то стати. Так. Кто это такой? Еще и черепок такой интересный. Бадья ни о чем не говорит. Скалецкий воин.
Hey, you're here to steal, aren't you?
What in the name of God are you doing here?
I hid here when Scarlet's was raided, and now I'm keeping guard until his lordship returns.
Oh, you belong to the Skalitz garrison.
Yeah. Are you blind or deaf? You thought there was no one here and you could come and loot the place, did you? Well, you thought wrong, you thieving magpie. And you'll answer to cold steel.
But just a minute. I'm from Skalitz, and I know all the guards. I never saw you there.
Then you can't be from Scarlet's, or I'd remember your face.
Oh? Tell me then, what's the name of the miller's daughter?
Yitka.
It's Teresa, you lying bastard.
Alright, you got me. I just wanted to hide out here. I figured no one would look for me after what happened. So who sent you here? You all in a rocket, Sam? On account of me killing his son?
Не знаю никакого Йохлина. Так, ну понятное дело, что может быть он убивает, кстати. Не знаю я.
No.
Hyman of Yihlava? He's had it in for me ever since I plundered his estate.
Это был не Хейман.
No, I wasn't sent by any Hyman.
Oh, fuck, this is serious. You're from that Lord Sokol who I left in the shit and skipped with his band when the Bishop of Olomouc was after him, yeah?
I don't know any Lord Sokol.
Then who the fuck sent you? Spit it out before I cut you in half.
Johanka sent me.
What fucking Yоханка?
From Sasau. She had this vision, in a dream.
What? I've been hiding for a month from hardened cutthroats, and you found me here because some wench had a dream?
Yeah, basically.
By Christ, you must be cursed.
Hang on. Those corpses in the mine. That's your handiwork.
Aye. They stumbled across me here, so I figured I'd better silence them. And I got a nice bit of loot out of some of them. You'll join them yourself soon enough. Don't worry about that. And maybe I should go and find this Yоханка of yours, too. Prepare to be purged.
Ну давай, чё? Слышь, Барбос, ты не попадись под этот. Разрубить он меня собрался. Взор дьявола. Старая семейная реликвия. Такой лежит. Добить. Так он же... Щит с гербом скалится. О, все, умер. От сундука разбойника. Ничего интересного. Где твой сундучок? Здесь? Ухо половца. 2 булава сотника. 51. Гроши бесполезные. Половецкий топор. Взъер давала. Ну, также чуть хуже. Но с другой стороны, чуть хуже, зато картинка прикольная. Что еще подобрал? Старая семейная реликвия. Ну, тоже ничего особенного. Ничего особенного. Ну, можно вот
God have
буду...
mercy, this is a small fortune. Fine clothing, armor, and weapons. Serious loot. And a cumin faceplate helmet. Interesting. It seems this all belonged to those poor wretches down below.
Вместимость и смелость даже повыше, ничего себе. Так, расскажи Йоханке о том, что тебе удалось узнать. Угу. Йоханку мучат постоянные Все тогда, в Сазаву. А она все бесконечно молится. Я нашел место, которое тебе снилось.
I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Все было так, как ты сказала? Это не было похоже на то, что ты говорила.
Well, it was a bit strange. No cave, no hellfire, just an abandoned mine shaft. Although at the end of it, there was quite a nasty surprise.
What was there?
Dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies. All murdered.
God have mercy.
There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
Ничего особенного.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what? I had another dream. A different one.
What, you had a dream just now?
Yes, while you were away, I collapsed and slept like the dead. Brother Nicodemus even roused me in the end, because he was worried. And in that dream, the Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes, it all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
Но это же я был там. Это вздор. Какое послание?
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people, all of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
То есть я должен все сделать. В этом есть смысл.
Well, when you put it like that, I can see some sense in it. Not that I know much about these things, but I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
Well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me.
Вот чтобы Генри рассказал о том, как его обшторило, когда его трогали женщины, а у них руки были измазаны там в чем-то. Хорошо, я никуда не пойду.
Rely on me. I'll be there.
Thank you, Henry. Come first thing in the morning and we'll go together. Or if you want, you can rest here. I'll take care of you and wake you up when it's time to go.
Она позаботится обо мне. Хорошо. Я буду рад здесь отдохнуть.
Thanks. I certainly could do with a rest.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ты отдыхаешь у Йоханки. 18 часов, прикинь. Вот это да. Даже в дополнение вот это не убрали. Видишь, когда час остается, ты ждешь. Зачем это? Я понимаю, что это затем для того, чтобы ты там точное время подобрал, но сейчас ты даже не можешь это пропустить.
Good morning.
Ты же не
Henry.
ждешь,
Come on,
это
let's go to the green.
по игре так сделано. Ты должен ждать. Ну, в общем, странно. Продолжается. Проводи Йоханку на площадь. Она убеждена, что Дева Мария явилась и попросила передать послание людям. Она собралась утром пойти на рыночную площадь и хочет, чтобы я сопровождал ее. И что, мы будем вот так идти?
How's life here in Sasau?
Much the same as in Scarlet's. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest. So we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts. Especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country. And a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
And the best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse. Or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them? Or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison. And those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
Оп.
How
Да.
are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
Now that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more.
А мне с тобой очень интересно. Ты знала?
Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. But that's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Да уж, как человек не извратится. А я как барбос просто прыгаю.
How is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
I was surprised he took me into his service after I lost his sword.
Конь рыцаря, которого
It all
убили.
made sense
Герман?
to me when I
Или как
found
его
out
там?
that actually, So Radzig is my father.
What?
Yeah, really. I still can't quite believe it myself either. I'm his son.
As always.
His bastard
Thanks,
son,
Scooter.
that is.
Not to worry, I'll be fine.
See, he and
I'll go
Ma...
then.
But no dice playing in
Well, it
Kuttenberg.
doesn't matter. Anyway, he left me to my father,
Me.
my other
For
father,
God's sake, stop your
Martin,
nagging.
to raise
You
me,
know I
see?
quit playing.
I see.
Indeed.
I suppose. And what does that mean for you now?
I'm not quite sure myself. We'll see what happens.
My word. That's quite a story. So now you're Sir Henry of Scarlets.
Nah, I don't think so. Not for now, anyway. But to you, I'll always be just plain Henry.
Я специально там встал, чтобы ты читал это всюду. И куча голосов было.
Your feet with Sir Radzig, with your father. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I hope so.
Вот такие вот прогулочки у меня с телочкой.
Listen, when she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colours and this golden light.
My, that's really something. How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better, don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit. But maybe that's just wishful thinking.
А вон мясник. Ты куда? Что-нибудь еще интересненькое?
What are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant preachers who are always wandering around the land.
I see. And have you ever done anything like that?
No, I haven't. But it can't be all that hard, can it?
I couldn't say. But I'm sure you can do it.
Our Lady will guide me. How am I to begin?
Это площадь?
It's completely empty. What can I say? What can I say? Other people are able to do it. There must be some trick to it. Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
У тебя все получится, я подскажу. Дева Мария укажет тебе путь.
Have no fear. You can do it. If you didn't have what it took, Our Lady wouldn't have chosen you, would she?
I suppose you're right. But it's still hard for me.
Think of Matthias. You want him to recover, don't you?
Yes. If I don't let her down, she'll surely heal him for me.
That's the spirit. Enough beating around the bush. Go and let him have it.
All right. Here goes. Good luck then. The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me. But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground, and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them, but it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Вокруг меня сейчас должен быть огонь, получается.